Good evening, good evening. What's up, Sri Lanka? Hi, guys, after a long time. So, welcome to 2021. So, today we're going to have a market watch. You guys know me as Dr. Sarjan Salim, and I'm a founder of the GWE and from UK. So, today we're going to see that what is the opportunity we could see on this, foreign exchange currency pairs. So, we'll quickly run through and see the potential where the money for this week, right? Okay, let's move on. Okay, just moving on to dollar index. So you know that, guys, always I look at dollar index mainly in order to understand the other major pairs, direction and targets, right? So one thing you need to understand that the way we trade and the approach the market totally different from the way the retailers trade. Okay, so purely our analysis purely basis on price action and smart money concept. So basis on that, we do analyze and approach the market, and we set up targets, and we look for a direction to anticipate our trade, right? So let's move on. What's happening here? Dollar index, guys. You could see that's been bearish, and recently we have seen that little bullish momentum. Now it looks like again it's going to run lower. So now, basis on dollar index move, if dollar index, for example, if dollar index further to run lower, then possibly, GBP USD, Euro USD, we could anticipate on bullish move, right? When when dollar index, suppose basis on this, if dollar index break this high, and then it gives us a kind of a signal to move higher towards the target set here. So one thing is we need to understand here. Now I could see that DXY bit struggling to move higher. So if the DXY moving higher, this is our next target. And if the DXY moving lower, if the low this low is taken, then we could anticipate this area, right? So this is a move I'm anticipating on dollar index. Basis on that, we could determine other major pairs move, right? So let's move on to GBP USD, right? GBP USD. GBP USD is still on being a bullish momentum and bullish trend. And what we could anticipate is, because we had a nice push up, and then we had a little retracement here. Now I was looking for a GBP USD to come lower to this level, right? But price here give us a reaction from this area and just moving higher. Now it looks like, and it wanted to move higher, because our target's already been set, because this is the next area I'm anticipating 3.80 price level, and moving further on top of this area I'm keeping an eye on. All right, if GBP USD moving higher. So basis on dollar, because the dollar's index now is showing a bearish weakness. I mean, so possibly then we could anticipate this actually GBP USD to run higher towards this area. Furthermore, suppose if GBP USD fail to run higher, then we can possible, because still here we have a, maybe it could react from this price level area as it has created a lower high. Possibly from here, we could anticipate lower here, then move, right? Suppose if GBP USD break this lower, then pair could move lower. So guys, you know what, here is the thing, mainly we need to we don't want to stick with the one directions, right? Or one, whether it's a buy or sell. We don't want to marry the buy or sell, right? We need to adapt the changes when the market change, because the market always changed the directions, and the momentum always get changed, and the structures. So we have to be ready. We have to in a way that to adapt the changes quickly and react. So I have shown you here the possible logical area, because we are on a bullish momentum, right? Bullish move. So the logical is, what is that? Make a higher low, and then to move higher. That's it, right? But if we fail to do so, what is the next options? Then I'm anticipating possible to react the pair to here and give reaction toward downside. Still, we did not break this low. So then still possibility to run higher, because still we are bullish, right? This is the second scenario. Third scenario is, suppose basis on dollar index, if dollar index get a strength, if the dollar index move, momentum, let's say that it change to momentum bullish, then we have a possibility to break this low and Gbb Usd to run lower, right? So this is the way we approach the market, guys, basis on the move. So we have to be ready in order to capitalize the move, right? Let's move on to USD CAD. USD CAD, there we go. Right. So actually, did this trade setup, actually I did share with our private group, and so far we have made so about 71 pips, right? It's on profit. So anticipating now what we were looking for, that is being on the run at the moment. Still I'm anticipating USD CAD to run lower, another 62 pips, guys. So if you guys in this trade, please bring your stop loss to the entry and secure your profits, right? Or if you want to close the partials, and you can let the trade run. So normally I always share in our free Telegram channel group, when we share the trade setups, because we enter with very tight stop losses, right? Suppose if the stop loss hit, we know that whether we can able to re-enter or we cannot enter, because we have to reassess the price action. Then we will decide whether to enter or not. So when the trades triggered and goes on profit, make sure that when you get 30 pips, try to bring your stop loss to the entry, or take your partials, or take your profits, up to you. Then let the trade run towards the targets that we set. Okay, so please guys follow this, because I don't time to time give us a take TP and all that, because I have a common rule I have told to our students and members what to do, how to manage the trades, how to follow up the trades, right? Let's move on to Euro USD. So Euro USD, guys, is on the bullish, still bullish, but in high time frame basis is bullish. But at the moment we are in a bearish move on the short term, right? So now what is next? Now I am anticipating Euro USD to run higher, right? Suppose we, because if you see that it's making right. So now I want this high to violated to move higher, right? Suppose, sorry, not this high and this high. So if the pair suppose could give us a reaction from here to run lower, right? This is one scenario we could look for from Euro USD. Or basis on dollar index, if the dollar index weeks give us a weeks, tomorrow we have a FOMC, so we could see high volatile tomorrow. So for now, I'm anticipating Euro USD to come up here and see some reactions, right? Overall, and it has high potential to run higher. This is the number one scenario, right? And the second scenario, Euro USD could come and give a reaction here or here. There's a 2 point of interest, guys, right? because this is based on dollar index, then we could anticipate sell from here, right? So I don't want to Euro USD to violate this. Let me show you the daily time frame, right? I don't want to violate this low, then we could anticipate if the low is taken, then the Euro USD would come lower to this level, right? So these are the two different, that we could anticipate for now from the Euro USD. So at the moment, logical move is high. So let's see that what Euro USD going to do, because it's all based on the dollar index, how it moves, right? Let's move on to AUD USD. Okay. So AUD USD, guys, at the moment I've been waiting for, to see some reaction from this area. Suppose if this high violated, then it is actually on the right move towards, to make a high, because AUD USD has been on a bullish on the high time frame. So now I'm anticipating AUD USD just to come up here and see some reactions, then possibly it move lower toward this area. This is what I'm anticipating on AUD USD. Suppose if this high violated, then we could anticipate more up to initially I'm anticipating 7.084, right? So this is a move I'm anticipating on AUD USD and EUR USD, AUD. EUR AUD, guys, super bearish, right? So now I'm anticipating EUR USD AUD is to, to some reaction from this area and to take the price higher, right? So possibly see if we could some reactions, then we look some move towards up. This is what I'm anticipating on EUR AUD, because you know what, when AUD USD run higher, generally EUR AUD run lower, right? So at the moment, because we could anticipate, if we are anticipating, right, on the drop on AUD USD, definitely we could anticipate, run, bullish run on EUR AUD, right? It's a mirror image, guys. So let's move on to, guys, this is all preset targets. These targets and directions, all are purely based on purely price action, and the target is being set whether it's up or down based on institutional smart money concept. Okay, this is not simply only because of support and resistance. On top of that, we have a unique strategy that we apply in order to, determine the directions and spot our targets. Right? You could see that exactly the way that we mark here, the price will come and you could see the reactions. Right? That will really help us to, determine, fine tune, refine your entries with the lower stop losses. Right? So let's move on to USD Jpy. So what we are looking for in USD Jpy. USD Jpy, guys, is on a bearish look, So now I'm anticipating price to come up here. I'm anticipating the price to give us some reaction to run lower to this level. Let's see that's what's USD Jpy going to do. Suppose if USD Jpy break this high, then we have possibly price to run higher, right? For now, how many pips we are away from this move? Actually, I think it's about 5-6 pips. Yeah. So let's see that what is going to happen. So this is what it is, because this trade setup is about 5.5 pips stop loss. Let's move on to GBB Usd. GBB Usd also, guys, I'm just waiting for, price to take lower, because this is on bearish move on the high time frame basis, right? So I'm looking for sell setup on GBB Usd with the stop loss of, that's also about 4 pips, right? So if that trigger, because you guys be careful, because you know what, GBB Usd, the spread is almost 2 pips in the, depend on the brokers. So this is very tight stop loss. So make sure that if you can give some more room to move the pair, because this is a heavy volatile wild pair, GBB Usd. So give us some little more room, right, to give us a for breathe, right? So this high potential area setup, guys, right? Almost 132 pips target I've been waiting for, right? Suppose if this high violated, I'm not going to look for sell. Then we have to watch the price action. What is going to say is that then if this high violated, then we have to reassess the situation again. So now, for now, this is based on the higher time frame agenda. I'm looking for this move to catch, right? Let's move on to Eurocad. Okay, so Eurocad, guys, I've been waiting for this move for retracement, right? From the retracement, possibly we could catch some buy from here. At the moment, right? So I'm anticipating possibly it could react from 50%, right? Price could come and from 50% then could react, but to this level. But now let's see. We have to see the price action, what is going to say, what is going to show us. We need more data to be print. So if this happen, if the 50% is fine, but personally I'm looking for more, a little bit deeper to this level area, which is a which is a discounted price. I wanted to, if I see any opportunity, price action shows me some sign of strength, a reversal sign, then we could enter from here. So even you could enter from here on the 50%, because most of the time, sometimes price will come and give us a reaction on the 50% of the fib and take it higher, right? So this is what I'm anticipating in Eurocad and Euro JPY. Guys, we did share with this setup on last week, and almost we have caught nearly 69 pips, right? Because I had a twin trade inside, double trade. So already caught this trade actually, and some of you guys are already on this setup is already we did share with our members group, sorry, private members group, as well as on that free Telegram channel as well, right? For now, let's see that, because I'm anticipating just to get here to this, at least to this level, to complete this trade. All right, so possibly 125.60 price level area, we could exit from this trade, right? So that's the Euro JPY and CAD JPY. Okay, CAD JPY, guys, I've been waiting for sell again. This is a price level I'm waiting for price to come up here and trigger the trade. So let's see that. All right, if it gets there, if we get there, if the price get there, then it's about 4.6, yeah, almost 5 pips, 4.9 pips stop loss. I'm anticipating it's about 88 pips, guys. All right, so now let's see that maybe possibly maybe the price could come up here, maybe if this get violated, this level is violated, then we possibly will see the price action, but what is going to show us, basis on that, we will reassess the situations and watch the price action, then we could look for some possible setups, right? And finally, Aud Jpy. Okay, this trade guy is already triggered. Let me check my phone. Right, yes, this guy's triggered, and this is with actually 6.7 pip stop loss. So I'm anticipating nearly 78 pips as a first target, right? Furthermore, possibly it could come up to this price level area, but still, guys, Aud Jpy is bullish, right? But this is short term because we are trying to catch these setups on the short term retracement, right? Short term bearish, right? This is in the high time frame. If you see that, super bullish, right? So now this is the move we are trying to catch here, right? Suppose then possibly price would come and give us a reaction, and boom, just to make high, right? So beautifully is making high, low, high, low, high, low. So now what is the logical sequence next? High, low is already there, then high, but this is on the high time frame basis. For now, the pair is give us a retracement, all right, on the small time frame. So that's what we are anticipating to sell from here. Possibly if the trade, if the price, if this level violated, then we will reassess the situations, right? So for now, this is a high potential trade setup. I'm anticipating this move to happen. Let's see how it goes, right? Let's move on to, okay, let me see, I got to the Gbb Usd. Let me quickly check, guys. Okay, as I told you guys, let me just delete this all mess. Trading is always, guys, we have to react. We cannot expect, right? So whenever it happens, when the change market direction, momentum, whenever it could change, we have to take a diversion, right? We have to adapt the changes. I see that. I told you that. Let me go into 1 hour Gbb Usd. So we have a beautiful reaction from this price level, right? So possibly what could happen, what I'm anticipating for now, because Gbb USD DXY, look at this. Okay, you see the reaction. So let's say that right, it's look like it's struggling to DXY run higher. It's want to run lower. Then the possible scenario is give us a reaction, possibly Gbb USD could run higher. Okay. On the other hand, suppose if DXY, because this level is not violated yet, possibly could come here and try to reverse. When this happens, if this happens, what will happen is Gbb USD run lower. Okay, so imagine you could take a sell setup logically, because still we are on the bullish. This is a short-term bearish. So because still we did not violate this high. Okay, so we could, let's say that you could take this sell setup from here to realistic level, even which is this all about. 52 pips, 53 pips, this as a first target, right? As a second target, because I could, oh, sorry, other way around. Okay, go up to here. Let's see, even if this get stop loss hit, how many pips you guys are going to lose? 10 pips if you win. As a first target, 50 pips. Second target, 100 pips. Third target, 130, or let's say 100, that's 50 pips. Okay, guys. So this is how we trade, guys, because we know exactly the price where it will come and give us reactions. We trade by knowing the direction and targets. We don't trade like, for example, let me show you something. We don't trade like, how to say that? Okay, let's say that we have a support here. Resistance, sorry, resistance here, support here. We don't trade like retailers. You know, it's like putting higher stop loss by anticipating price to come up here and take the normal trade, like putting like 89, 50, 60 stop loss, right? This is how we don't trade. We don't trade like this, guys. So always we basically our trade approach everything based on reactions, right? So now, so this is what we are anticipating. Suppose if this high is violated, then we know that the price wants to move higher because we are in the bullish mode, right? We had already nice, beautiful retracement, short-term retracement here that it has already, you know, given. Now the next logical move is to make a higher high, right, guys? So that's it for now for this market watch. So hopefully we'll catch up on next week, and the same probably on next Monday, not Tuesday. And guys, one thing I want to tell you guys, you know what, because our approach of analysis purely basis on the price action and the smart money concept. So if you guys want to know more about it, please jump onto our Telegram channel, which is already on the YouTube link. Subscribe the you know, our channel so you will get more updates. Okay, guys, trade safe. Take care. Bye-bye.